Now, let's see how we can find the area of a triangle. First off, let's recap. What is area even? Area is the amount of space inside a shape. It is measured in square units. Imagine if now I place a shape like what you see on the right here on a grid. We can calculate the area of this shape by counting the number of squares that can fit inside this shape. So how can we find the area of this shape? There are two ways. First, I can count the number of squares inside like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to get 12 square units. But if I were to give you a bigger shape, you'll find that it'll be very troublesome and it will take longer to count more and more squares. Can you think of a faster way? Instead of counting squares, we can also use a formula that we learned back in primary 4, which is area equals to length times breadth or width. This is for the area of a rectangle. So going back to the example just now, we have the length 4 and the breadth 3. So area is length times breadth, which is also 4 times 3 will give you 12 square units. Okay. Now, what will happen if we were to cut a rectangle in half to form a triangle, which is what we are here to learn today, how to find the area of a triangle. Remember that the area of the rectangle originally was 12 square units. If we are going to cut this rectangle into half to form two equal triangles, like what I'm doing now, okay, then each triangle should have half the area of the original rectangle. So remember, the area of the original rectangle is 12 square units. So the area of one triangle would be half times 12 will give you 6 square units. Alternatively, you can also take 12 divided by 2 will give you 6 square units. So to find the area of a triangle, we can use the formula area is half times base times height. Okay. But that was for a right angle triangle. What happens now if the triangle looks different and you realize that, oh, the height isn't any one of the sides of the triangle? Okay. Remember one simple rule, and that is that the base and the height of a triangle are always perpendicular to each other. Perpendicular meaning forming a right angle. The base actually can be any one of the three sides of the triangle. So this could be the base, okay? This could also be the base, and this could also be the base of a triangle. But usually, we pick the bottom of the base of a triangle to be the base. So let's say for this triangle, we usually take it that the base is the part of the triangle that faces the bottom. But you can always rotate and turn your worksheet around and decide whichever bottom you want to be the base. It doesn't matter which side you choose, but importantly, the height and the base must be perpendicular to each other. Okay, remember this. They must be perpendicular. Let's do some practice now. Example 1. Find the area of the triangle. You may want to pause the video now while you work it out on your own whiteboard. First, find me the base and height. I'm going to proceed in 5 seconds time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we will assume that the base here is going to be the bottom of the triangle. So this will be your base. So my base is 12. And my height is whatever is perpendicular, which is forming a right angle with the base as shown right here. Okay, so this is my height. So my height is 10. So to find the area of this triangle, I'm going to use the formula half times base times height, which is half times 12 times 10 will give me half times 120, which will give me 60 square units. Okay, let's try one more question. Now find the area of this triangle. Again, we start by identifying the base and height. Pause the video and resume once you have worked it out. Okay, so let's see. The base I'm going to assume is the bottom of the triangle, which is 15. So it's 15. The height must be perpendicular. Okay, so let's say I were to draw a line straight up here. You see, it doesn't reach the tallest point of the triangle. So I'm going to extend my base until I can find a perpendicular line that reaches all the top, which is here. So I'm going to draw this line down here. This is my height. So again, okay, this is my base. Don't be mistaken. The base is only the bottom of the triangle, not all the way, just the green part here, which is 15. And my height is 6, okay, this part here. Okay, so to find the area, it is half times my base, which is 15, times my height, which is 6. So it's half times 90, and that will give you 45 square units. Okay, I hope after this you are clearer on how to find the height and the base of a triangle and work out the area from there. Now you can move on to the activities in your workbook.